Okay, hi you guys, I'm back. What's up? It's just been such a long time. Today is raining and pouring outside, and I honestly just want to go right in there and fall asleep and watch something, but I have this tremendous urge to film this for you guys. The fact that I just got my hair permed, it's kind of like a big deal to me. And yeah, and like the topic itself, when I searched online, I didn't really get a lot of search that I really wanted to get. So I really just want to take you through this journey with me, and we're going to continue doing a couple of series about my hair, and yeah, it's just the journey that I'm going through right now. So if you can relate, great. If you just here because you just want to watch me, great. Anyway, welcome back. So as you can see, I got my hair permed. So let's just turn it, give it some look. So you can see the texture itself is quite dry, I would say, but because my hair is black, it is not so bad. I feel like it would have you can see the dryness even more, even damages even more if like my hair was blonde per se. But to be honest with you, I really didn't suspect it to be this dry. I knew that curly hair has texture into it, so I couldn't really expect it to be how my straight hair was, but I never really would realize the texture would bring so much frizziness. And that's literally, we'll get into that. And before we get into the hair as of it is now, I'll tell you guys a little bit about my background. So my hair growing up has been really straight. I have thick, kinky, straight hair. So even when I was a little, my mom would always kind of lay my hair so it would like thins it out because I have a lot of hair, and then she would continue to do Japanese straighten permed, and she will send me to the salon and then have it trimmed down, have it layer, have it permed down so it would thin and easy to take care of, easy to maintain, and then they'll send me home to her and she'll just blow dry and done. That was my hair was like when I was little. Now when I was growing up, I didn't want to layer my hair anymore because it was, every time I layer my hair, they would either razor is the worst, either razor or cutting with a scissor. Every time I layer my hair, it would end up in a frizzy ball, frizzy ball, because it's somehow, because my hair texture was very thick and like very coarse. So then every time, you know, like how you have layer like long strand and then you have a short strand and whatever, it would always sticks like a tree branch almost, and which just does whatever it wants. So I never really liked that. So up until this point of getting this perm, I've never had layer for a long time, like almost a couple years, I would say 5 years to be safe. Just leave it all the way straight, and I wouldn't do anything to it besides maybe color, because I had like gray hair for a long time. I would color my hair and use hair tools to style my hair, and that's literally about it. And once in a while I get like a light little touch-up trim, and that's literally all I do. So a couple months back I was interested in a wavy crimped hair tool, and I played with that for a little bit, and my hair was so cute. I'll send some picture here and here. My hair was super cute. So a couple months back I was playing around the idea of crimping my hair, and because the curl was kind of made it like it would give my hair so much volume away from my scalp itself, so then I didn't have this oily scalp by day 2 or 3. Obviously I have such long hair, I don't wash it every day. You're not recommended to wash it every day anyway. So then having it crimped for a couple times, like I definitely thought that I want to have curly hair, because number one, I live in Florida and I hated my oily scalp by day 2 after like washing my hair. And Number 3, it wasn't so hot like behind my neck or like up here. It wasn't so hot. Like I could style it anywhere I want. I could flip it here or I could flip it over here however I want to. It's just like so much easier and so much volume, and I feel so much, you know, of a woman. Like it was just some to it, you know. And because of that, I was really interested in getting curly hair for the first time permanently. And so I looked up digital perm, and I heard about digital perm about a couple years back, but I really never heard of anywhere. It would be somewhere like Japan or Korea. Like I never really, at the time I was living in Atlanta, I couldn't find anywhere near me to do digital perm because I heard that it create like this long, beachy, thick wave. I didn't really like the look of tiny little curls all the way up to your scalp, you know, that curl look. I wasn't really interested in that, so I was like, definitely I want to do digital perm. And I also heard that it wasn't going to be drying as much to comparing to a traditional perm, so that was an option I really want. And then a couple weeks ago when I was looking into the perming again, I found a digital perm place nearby where I live. So I was so excited because a couple years back that wasn't even an option for me. Now that I'm in Florida, I found like a Japanese perm place. I was like, perfect, let me just do that. So I didn't do much research, right? And I was just looking on IG on this French girl that I follow, gorgeous by the way. If you're watching this, hello. I love you, and a little fangirl over here. So I kept watching her, and I love how bouncy her natural curl is, and just like so much volume. And she would do all these little cute hairstyles that I would do. Like I wouldn't do anything tragic like do an updo or whatever, but I also have so much hair that every time I put it in a bun or do an updo or clipped it or something, or a hairband, I would have a massive headache. So little clip in there, that's literally all I could really handle. So I went to brunch with my family on a Sunday, and then literally after my brunch we're walking around the plaza, and here is the salon that I was looking up online next to me that I just read about the other day. And so I quickly walk inside and was like, hello, how much is it? How long is it? And as you can guess, they were not busy, so I did it the same day. It was 200, and well, I bought some products too, so I pay around like 280. Yeah, I know, it was super expensive, but also I got a cut. Now, coming to the place, what I did not like was she said okay even before consulting me. She's like, okay, we can do it. You know how the usual Asian salon is. She sat me down, and the guy put towel on my neck and sat me down, about to like lay me down to wash my hair. But then she's like, hold up, what curl do you want? And then here, sitting at the washing station, she wanted to talk about what I actually want to do. So I was like, okay, I just want my hair curl. I show her the picture. She's like, okay, that's curl. You want to do a traditional perm, we're going to charge you more, because the digital perm, you cannot go up to your scalp because they literally use heat all over. They wraps it with heat, and like, you know, they hook you up like Frankenstein. So because of that, you cannot go anywhere near your scalp. It will burn your scalp. And trust me, they only roll my hair up to like here. Even then, with all the roller and all the foam in between my hair, I could still feel the massive heat coming through, and I was getting like sweat coming down my face, and I never sweat on my face, and that was really weird to me. So anyway, she was like, oh, you want curl? Well, how about you do beach wave, because you have a lot of hair and your hair is really long, so why don't you just do beach wave like me? So she kind of had like a thin layered, very layered, but like beach wave. So I'm looking at her hair, I'm like, okay, well, that's not really kinky curl, because I was kind of like intimidated by the curl that I see online. Even though that's what I wanted, I didn't really exactly know how to take care of it. So I was like, what if I just hate it? You know, I can't really brush it out and products and like whatever was not. So then I was just like, okay, we'll just do beach wave. And she's like, you know what, you have a lot of hair, why don't we just layer it down? I know myself that I cannot do layer, but by this point I'm like, well, you know, my hair is flat all the time and I couldn't really style it. It's always flat to my face. It's very heavy anyway. So maybe now my hair is going to be curly. I can take down some of the weights off by layering my hair. So I said, okay. And when I was sitting in the station, so they washed my hair, and I agreed to the beach wave instead of the original curl that I wanted in the first place. They washed my hair and the guy was trimming my hair. First off, he was trimming all the dryness off, so I had some dryness to my hair. They wanted to make sure they cut off the dryness in case of the chemicals. So like if you have any dryness to your hair, like coloring or bleach or blonde, you have to wait a little bit before getting your hair perm, or else, you know, if you, let's say that your hair is ash dry at like the end of my hair, it would be really, really bad. So they made sure to cut all the dryness, which is like maybe like an inch, just to make sure, because mind you, I only color my hair once every 4 or 5 months, and I really do use heat tools onto my hair. So my hair was very healthy. Like, look at this picture, they're very healthy. So he was cutting an inch to my hair, and then he started continuing to like razor down my hair, and I was like, oh no, he's raising. But then I kept reminding myself, okay, it's gonna be curly, it's gonna be curly, it's gonna be fine, you're not even gonna notice. Okay, so I was glitching a little bit, but I let him do it because I kept reminding myself it was going to be curly and I wouldn't feel the after effect of it, the frizz ball that I mentioned. Lo and behold, so to my surprise, he didn't put the curls in already. He like brushed out my hair where it's like all straight completely, and then he sectioned out my hair, and then he put products into my hair. After he put products into my hair, then he kind of like drenched it. He drenched it with this like liquid, and then after I sat there for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, he drenched my hair completely. He let it sit there completely straight. At this point, still no curls. And then I went and washed my hair. After that wash, then he goes and section my hair again, and then roll it up. And then at the end of my hair, he wanted to secure, like, so make sure like I don't have kinks at the end of my hair. So he kind of put like paper and then rolls it up probably to here, and then he stopped. Everything was done. He kind of like drenched my hair with some more very liquidy chemical, and then he sent me down to a station where he plucks me up, whereas like these roller have like either side, I guess. So he plucked it onto one side in each roll, and then after that, and then they put like foam, like little foamy, and then like 2 layers of the foam, and he places it in between the roller, so the roller would be away from my scalp. And then to even make sure that I don't get burned, they use like regular curl foam and like place it in between, and then they hook me up like Frankenstein. And I sat there for about, I would say, a good 30 to 40 minutes. So the guy explained to me, you need to be in this heat for 2 sessions. Kind of feel like the bzz, you know, kind of like a heat wave. It doesn't, I feel the heat wave was like coming in, and I was dripping sweat at this point. I was just so hot, like, especially I was in Florida, it's always hot in here. I was comfortable at the salon with the temperature that I had, but by that point it was just so freaking hot, and I thought like one of my ears was gonna burn off. So I kind of like have to, like, you can't really move much, so I kind of like took one of the foam roller myself and like slide it in there. But anyway, after that they unhooked me, and he poured one more chemical onto my hair, let me sit for another 15 minutes, and then they remove the curls and then moved me to wash my hair. After he washed my hair, he sat me down again, and then to my surprise, I feel like the guy who did the perm on my hair only knew how to perm my hair, but he didn't know how to style curly hair, because he was doing like this and then like drying at the same time, but he was trying to blow out my hair. Sorry if that like does something to the mic. He was trying to blow out my hair to look like the owner, but it didn't come out like that. Like literally we did 5 hours and I came out, my hair was dry and it just looked like a dry version of a blowout. And I'm like, no. I was not happy. Mind you, this was on a Sunday. It was almost 9 p.m. and they were supposed to be closed at like 8 or something. So I felt really bad at that point. I didn't want to complain, but the boss was still there and I was like, I really don't like it. I'm so sorry. So she was like, oh, you know, you do this, you do that, you crunch it and you put gel, you put mousse, it'll come out. I'm like, no, I just don't like it. I sat here for 5 hours and I see no curls and my hair is ruined. I was just about to cry. And so she's like, okay. She sat me down, she like rinsed my hair again, and then this time she put a bunch of gel and she used a Small Talk bed head, and she put a bunch of that and a bunch of oil. She also used this oil, and then she crunched it, and then they did the and they just did that, both of them. I was sitting like this, and behind me was like 2 person, himself and the boss, like blow drying my hair out. So finally my hair came out into this curl, and it was so much gel, it was so much cream in it, it was like crunchy and whatnot, but I could see the curl. So I was like, okay, I can work with the rest at home, it's okay. So I paid, she gave me a little bit of a discount. I wasn't complaining anymore, but she just voluntarily gave me the discount herself, and then I went home. And so until then I have not said anything to her or have not come back, even though I did not like it. And my hair, as you can tell, did not look like beach wave, like this picture that she promised me that was gonna look like. That was fine. I was fine with this curl. I love this curl. It's just I didn't really went through with the deep layer that they did on me, and I just felt like it was super dry. Like it didn't really need to go there with all this dryness that I'm dealing with right now. Anyway, I'll go more into product on the next time, and I'll update you as we go along with this hair journey, and I really hope that this helped you. I really am enjoying this process so far. There are certain things that I'm really not used to, but you know, that's life. You know, this is what I choose to do, and I'm loving it now, and there's pros and cons to everything. So I hope this helps you if you think about perming your hair. And in the meantime, I'll talk to you next time. I really hope this helped, and good luck. Mwah.